Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'm Eric Clark. I'm the chair of the CAEP CPD committee, and I'm going to provide you with a very brief update on all the stuff that's happened through CPD at CAEP over the last year since our last annual general meeting. It started with a needs assessment. We were able to get about 300 respondents with a really good balance of both rural and academic input into what our members want from us and how we might entice them to come and partake of more of our CPD events. Clinical content, the core stuff that makes us emergency physicians continues to be the number one thing people are looking for from us. We were able to get feedback on almost all of our CPD activities. And of course, we use this to drive improvements and perhaps develop new CPD offerings for our members. We continue to provide accreditation services for a whole bunch of activities, both our own and other CPD activities. This is a lot of work for us. Our big goal for this going forward would be to try and attract some more reviewers because it is a fair amount of work for the reviewers that we have. The AIM group offered CPD activities across the country, and their first ever one in French, I believe. George Kovac and Adam Law continue to lead this great offering. And we're going to try and work on having this scheduled even further in advance to allow people to incorporate it into their busy schedules and let them attend one of these great events. The Beam and CAEP Combo Rural Club had 3 events over the last year. Rahim Valani and Sunil Apati lead that group. It's a great journal club event. Our challenge for this one would be to identify those rural speakers that can really bring their rural insight and questions to light and have them discussed when we're interpreting the latest literature. Disaster management, we had our first inaugural event led by Daniel Kollick. It was a great success, and we're going to continue to try and build our disaster community in this country as Daniel beats the drum of getting us prepared for the next thing that's going to happen. The Geriatric Emergency Medicine course led by Alice Gray offered 2 courses over the last year. We're working on getting that fully accredited, both with the CFCP and Section 3 credits, and there'll be more offerings of that over the next 12 months. The National Grand Rounds continue to draw people in. We have 10 events over the last year. We have a new chair, Nicole Kester Green, who is looking at planning our next year's curriculum. And we're going to try and work on allowing, again, have it set up for us to incorporate it into our busy calendar so we can all attend more consistently. The TRIC course, or the Trauma Resuscitation in Children's course, is a new offering. We've sort of taken over running that from the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons. Natalie Anker is the lead on that course, and it is an amazing simulation-based course. They've had 3 in-person and 2 virtual courses. So that would allow us to offer simulation training to all places across the country without having to leave their home court. And we're working on just updating some of the content and an accreditation update for that right now. Our webinars continue to be a high draw. Eddie Lang leads that. Covering some really good high yield core clinical content, and we're going to continue to work on that. And lastly, our Adventure CAEP is getting a redo, and so stay tuned for some updates from Robert Primavesi and Vincent Poirier as they try and develop a new and improved travel course in Thailand for the upcoming year. So thanks to everyone for all the great work, both from the CAEP office and all the amazing speakers and course developers. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at the conference.